My name is Rod Warner, and I lost 95 pounds since March 6th of 2016. Or 17, I'm sorry, 2017. Um, 5 years ago, I became a member of Gainesville Health and Fitness. Just lack of motivation. That's somewhere along the line. I just I wasn't motivated to work out and wasn't motivated to lose weight. The biggest motivator, I think, we go to yoga. I call that the older people's gym. It fits my style a little better, but it's like a family there. You see the same people at 5 a.m. You get to know everybody there, and I was told by one of my coaches in college that 90% of life is showing up. So I started showing up. Well, when I first started the journey, my cardio is limited only because I've had 5 knee surgeries as well, and I had a hip replaced and getting ready to have the second one replaced tomorrow. So cardio is limited. So I show up every day and I walk. I'll be glad after this second hip surgery that I can start riding a bike again because my hips don't rotate right now. And just no more heavy weight lifting. Everything is light reps, and it's just a good regimen. Every morning at 5 o'clock we're there. I'll tell you right now, I don't have knee pain anymore. I won't have hip pain. After the first hip, I don't have hip pain. Just being able to get down on the floor now, because I'm not 300 pounds, get down on the floor and do my crunches. Right now I do 1,000 every night. When I started losing weight, everybody said, how come you don't have all the, just to be blunt, how come you don't have all the hanging skin and stuff? You were big for so long. As soon as I started my regimen, I started doing my sit-ups. I started working out more, started being more focusing on my core, and I don't. I've gone from a 48 waist to a 36. A huge difference. I think the best thing I've had in over 20 years. I could shop in a regular department. I didn't have to go to Big and Tall anymore. So that was good. Excuse me. Just to keep moving and doing things. Mine is traveling to Canada in March and being able to hang out with my son and spend good quality time, being able to move with my grandkids. I've got 6 grandkids. Being able to get up and move with them, being able to just to get outside and not be embarrassed to do things, because I was before, but it still didn't motivate me to lose weight. It did not. Well, I'll tell you, the biggest part I had is I had a very supportive wife that always didn't push me, but always recommended that I would do that. And then, you know, after the knee surgeries and with the hips, that was my final bit. But just knowing, and I know this is cliche, if I can do it, anybody can do it. It was just a wake-up call. And mine was pretty drastic. I went from 300 pounds in March to by June I was already down, 70 pounds, because one, I started eating extremely clean. I'd eat meat all the time. My wife and I eat maybe fish or shrimp once a week. I cut out breads. I cut out wheat. I cut out dairy. I cut out cheeses. I cut out sweets. And after a couple weeks, it didn't bother me. The first couple weeks, I'm not going to say we're tough, but if you can get through those first couple weeks, it's fantastic. And you start seeing the changes. And the biggest part again, I showed up and I followed through. And I'm not saying it was easy, but I'm just saying I did it. And I'll tell you, it was 20 years and I wasn't a weak person. I was able to stay in great shape in college. And even when I first started coaching, and but as long, I coached for 26 straight years, and along with that, I started packing on weight and making excuses. Knee surgeries are an excuse. It's not an excuse. It's just I showed up every morning in the gym, and I'll continue showing up every morning in the gym, and just having a great support system along with it has been unbelievable.